Okay, that was the intro to Faselei. So, if you've not heard of this game, this is actually one of the best games for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. At least if you're going to see any sort of recommendation list for Neo Geo Pocket Color games, this game always seems to find its way on it. It is a strategy mech RPG, but then the weird thing is you have to program all of your ships. Show, huh? Yeah, not anymore. You are now Gabat. Because of course, when I play games, I don't play as myself, I play as some other character. Codename. Let's make this more confusing. Let's make his codename Cat. Show Cat. That's cute, but I prefer regular Cat. Ooh. Yeah, that stuff's all good. Hey, by the way, I bet you thought I forgot about Neo Geo Pocket Color games. Well, no, I didn't. They just never came up in the rotation, and also mostly play arcade games, so I never really got a chance to do this. But hey, 2 Neo Geo Pocket Color games down, only, I think, 79 more to go. Oh, it's a good thing you're bored. We've got a new thing that's happening, and it'll be quick. It's like, go. It's like, let's see, tomorrow a spy satellite will go over Russia, and security's well, it'll change its system. Oh, I see. And so now they can access it. Come on, do you have 9 hours to attack their base? Oh, I see, the satellite's gonna go down, and so they can't check. She's like, yeah. They've gotta return to Istanbul, though. He's like, hey, thanks for the help. And she's like, nothing. It was nothing. She's like, you gonna call me when you're done? Maybe not. That was kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting a French cutscene in a game. Destination en vue, around the... Like the intro was in English, right? Like I'm not hallucinating. This game is supposed to be in English, right? Let's see. Destination in sight. All things sound good. Alright, ready? Come on, Gabat, get started. Are you ready to go? No, he's not. Come on, Gabat. Be Gabat. It's time to go. Gabat. But like all the menus were in English. Everything was in English. Was this translated to French? Am I accidentally playing the French version? I had to take a nap. He's like, well, that's good, but you're an idiot or something. He's like, hey, it's not easy. All right, let's go. She's like, yeah, it's good. I mean, it's this video game dialogue. You can probably almost guess what it is they're saying. J'y vais. Not quite as good as ikimasu, but close enough. Oh my gosh, are the instructions going to be in French? This might be interesting, let's say. Cool. So I hear, yeah, you have to program the mechs with like these custom little commands, so they've like move left, shoot an enemy. Can you hear me, Gabat? You know the way, right? So what's the deal with the French? Was that just for fun? Okay. And in English, no doubt, I guess. Whatever. Uh-oh, mines. A vibro trap. That just reminds me of like Knights of the Old Republic and their quote vibro swords. Now I think in lore it actually kind of makes sense because they vibrate and so they can like fend off lightsabers. but still. Turn left, then keep going straight. Enter right, forward, 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 forward. Press A to execute. Mega Man, execute. Okay, turn right, forward, 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 forward. Oh, and just in case you're not good at visualizing things in your head, it actually kind of shows you where you'll end up. Now, is this going to be like Vandal Hearts, where the enemies do it at the same time? Ooh, forward, forward, wait, wait. Or no. Forward, forward, forward. Oh, I see. W1 is shoot. Oh, weapon 1. Okay, okay. This makes sense so far. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. And the visuals, I mean, yeah, like Neo Geo Pocket Color is nominally Game Boy Color, but I don't think there were any RPGs for the Game Boy Color that were this stylish. These like design aesthetics are more like, you know, Game Boy Advance, which is somewhat unfortunate because I think SNK did release the Neo Geo Pocket Color around the time of the Game Boy Advance, and so you had this competing against the Game Boy Advance, and it's like no amount of SNK fighting games can save it. But still, there were some hidden gems. There was this. There were two actually Metal Slug games, in fact, and they're not bad. They're not like amazing, because again, you're playing Metal Slug in a Game Boy Color, but it's a heck of a lot than the Game Boy Color port of King of Fighters. Oh my god, I actually had that game in real life. I found it like used in a game store. I'm like, you know, I think I should buy this. And then the clerk was ringing me up. He's like, huh, I never heard of this. Or, you have good taste, but I think that game's crap. It's one or the other. Chops will be here. Who was she? Had we been introduced to her yet? The rest is up to you. By the way, you have 3 more people to control. Hope you picked up the hang of it. Well, so... Okay, there's the map. Now, Neo Geo Pocket Color had this thing where, like, you could long press, and then you could actually go on the map and see what things were, but I don't think that'll... Sure, let's pick up that thing on the ground. I think it'll be good. Oh, I got a Reaper 5. Heck yes. Okay. Oh, I see. That one select. Oh, okay, but I can only look around. Interesting. Well, alright. Huh. So do the enemies move at the same time? Any of those dots moving? I guess, well, maybe the enemies just don't move. And then... Okay, so I can buy time by moving back. But I don't think I will. Now, will I get shot at? We'll find out. Okay. Now, let's look at the map. Okay, no. I think I gotta go forward a few times, actually. And then weapon 1 sounds good. Also, yeah, your weapons have limited uses, so you gotta keep that in mind as you go. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. No, wait, your weapon is still loaded. You can reload now, but you're wasting ammo. Okay. I kind of figured it was that sort of game. Oh, I see. You actually have to keep track of, like, what it is you're shooting. Ah, haha, okay. Oh, interesting. So you have to anticipate how much damage it's going to take to kill them. So I guess with these tanks, it's not such a big deal. Just now you're telling me how to control my machine. You're anticipating their moves. That is actually a pretty cool mechanic, though. That you have to actually kind of plan ahead and anticipate their moves. It at least adds something to the game. Placing your cursor on it just gives you a description. Oh man, would that not have been absolutely great to have known at the beginning, so I could see what it was they do? Anyway. And then good old forward, it looks like. Of course, well, okay, so one game to kind of compare this to would be Vandal Hearts, which is an interesting RPG for the PlayStation, I believe. I've only ever seen the Classic Game Room review of it, where not only do you have this sort of like you have to anticipate the opponents, but like the cursor selects on one of your players, the cursor selects on one of their players, and you both do your moves simultaneously. So that seems entirely weird. All the red tanks. I see, so those are the red tanks, huh? How much you want to bet they explode? Where's... okay. Yeah, the MC program. Got it, got it. No, I don't got it. Of course, there is like no actual issue. Oh, I see. I've been picking up various magazines or something? Huh. Well, I guess scavenging is totally fine. I mean, I am a mercenary after all, right? Oh, there's one over there, isn't there? Oh my god. I am just going to waste so much time. Like, I kind of figured, well, okay, it's sort of as I figured. It's a fun game, but having to program in all of your moves ahead of time, like, after a while, it just makes you start wishing that you could just, like, move directly. Why did it ask me if I don't even have a choice? Cool. What? No, what am I doing? Ay, alright. Oh my gosh, yeah. Times like this, it's like, they're not necessarily selling it. Now, of course, if you're in an intense enemy firefight and you've got like 3 or 4 other party members to deal with, then I can see this system being significantly more engaging, but as it is right now, it's a little boring. Well, just a few weapons to bring out the game. And is he gonna stop me, or am I just gonna rapidly shoot? Oh, that's a lot of experience. That's a lot of bonus for what I can only assume was... Yeah, good old D rank. On one hand, I don't know what I could have done better. On the other hand, I know exactly what I could have done better. Maybe not wasted so many turns. At least this game isn't like Front Mission. Front Mission is one of those games that sounds like it would be awesome. It's like another mech-based strategy RPG. But the problem is, like, it moves so slowly. that is the death of an SRPG. If it it moves slowly, and then the actual combat scenes aren't fun. Like, you play something like Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance, and it's like, at least it has like really cool looking battle cutscenes, and just honestly, I can't get enough of those battle cutscenes. But then you play a game like Front Mission, and it's just like all zoomed out, and they shoot like a missile or something, so there's not even that much animation to it. Oh, geez, shops. The other thing too is you have like an army of like 15 mechs or something after a while, and so you can like pimp each one out individually, but it's like then you just have... Oh my gosh, I was just talking about how like things in Front Mission got like ridiculous, but it's like this guy wants like so I'm buying some TS's, whatever those are, and oh, I see. Those are actual mechs. Okay. If I just want to buy some weapons, then it's more... Okay, this is a lot more manageable. I thought it was like, okay, I want to buy a weapon. Well, what brand of weapon would you like? And it's like, oh my god, my eyes would have just completely glazed over. I mean, it's the kind of thing where if you're looking for this kind of experience, then this is exactly what you want to have. But if you're not, then like, oh my god, it's just very overwhelming. Ooh, the library of data files. Oh, I thought it would be like a whole library. You know, one of the first things I ever did when I played Snatcher was I explored around the headquarters, and I found this computer that had like data files on like everything. And so, well, I went and read every single one of those little data files. I mean, it was kind of really fun. And especially because like the plot of Snatcher is just so weird, like the world they're in, it's worth looking into the backstory. But it's just kind of funny to think it's like you start out, you're playing a game, and it's like the very first thing you do is read through an entire database of data. Now, it's sort of like reading through a fake Wikipedia, I guess. Now, of course, Snatcher is like a visual novel, so there it seems like a little bit more justified, but it is kind of silly just to get this whole info dump right again. Wow. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can play this game half-heartedly. It seems like you pretty much have to have like your entire heart into it, or not. I'm gonna boot up an alternate version of the game maybe, and see if like the French translation thing was just something weird, or is like supposed to be there, and also see if the intro is the same, but otherwise we're pretty much wrapping up here. Well, okay, the audio is the same, but it turns out I did actually boot up a French translation. According to the file name, they're about 60% done. Now, I downloaded that from, I don't know, from who knows when, so maybe nowadays they're actually done. But, that was kind of funny. I mean, it kind of adds, like, an international flair to the whole thing. It's like, oh, they're starting to speak French halfway through, and it's like, holy cow, what is happening? Now, if I load... Oh, it didn't save my game. Now, it's probably because the save file is based on the file name, so if I renamed it, then I could probably continue on where I am in English. But, well, let's see how that cutscene... Yeah, been waiting long? Yeah, well, see, it's basically the same. It's just, it was in French and now it's in English. Well, I knew what was going on. Nothing like high school French to give you an appreciation for a foreign language. Well, so that was an interesting experience, Faselei. It's not every day you play a strategy RPG where you have to plan out your moves literally down to the step. But we gave it, and I mean, if it seems like an interesting game, then hey, pick up a Neo Geo and start playing yourself. I wouldn't actually pick up a Neo Geo and buy this game, because like this game, being one of the few good games for the Neo Geo, is actually very expensive. But if you want to, I don't know, fire up an emulator or something, I would have no qualms about that. And especially for a game like this out of print, like I don't even know who made this. It's never been released on anything else. I don't even, jeez. Like people talk about abandonware, but it's like, when the console itself is completely abandoned. Like, Neo Geo Pocket Color isn't even on like any sort of virtual console or anything. That's like kind of next level obscure, huh? Maybe you might find one on a Fry's store shelf somewhere, but jeez. I also like how the one guy is like Brigadier General Storm or whatever, and the chick's name is Spy. Subtle. Well, unfortunately, I'm feeling the strategy intenseness gap. Like, I can't go any further without going all the way. But unfortunately, I don't feel like going that far. So on that note, this cat's got a scat.